military operations along with his counterpart from the Indian Navy and Air Force briefed the press. This joint media briefing focused on the current situation following the recent ceasefire understanding between India and Pakistan. Indian armed forces have confirmed the destruction of a Pakistani Mirage fighter jet during Operation Sindoor. Fighter jets of the Indian Air Force targeted key Pakistani Air Force bases at Rafiqi, Merid and Chaklala to counter Pakistan's reckless drone and missile attacks on civilian areas and military infrastructure in India's western sector. Rafiqi Air Base in Punjab province, home to advanced Mirage and JF-17 squadrons, was among the targets, along with Merid, which serves as a hub for drone operations, and Chaklala, a sensitive compound near Islamabad supporting VIP transport and Air Force operations. These strikes were part of a calibrated response to Pakistan's missile and drone offensives, with Indian air defence systems, including the indigenous Akash, successfully intercepting and shooting down Pakistani weaponized drones. According to DG Air Ops, Air Marshal A.K. Bharti, the IAF ensured minimum collateral damage while protecting civilians from harm. The DGMO stated that Pakistan could not breach India's multi-tiered air defence grid, crediting unwavering budgetary and policy support from the government of India for recent successes in air defence. Meanwhile, on the intervening nights of May the 9th and May the 10th, Pakistan launched a massive attack against India, firing wave after wave of missiles and drones targeting several Indian cities. However, due to India's advanced air defence system, all Pakistani projectiles were successfully neutralised. In response to Pakistan's drone attack, India struck back with force, targeting multiple Pakistani air bases, including the Nur Ali Khan Air Base. This base is located just next to Pakistan's army headquarters in Rawalpindi. According to media reports, the attack on Nur Ali Khan Air Base sent shockwaves through Pakistan, with their Chief of Staff, Army Staff General Asim Munir, taking shelter in a bunker for several hours in fear. We are joined by Wing Commander S. Sudhakaran, former Indian Air Force officer. Thank you very much for joining us once again. Wing Commander Sudhakaran, we saw a lot of evidence during this press conference. We had a lot of statements from the top military officials of India. What has this press conference taught us about the capabilities of the Indian military?
I don't think the press conference has revealed anything about our capabilities even remotely. We've just showcased some skills, and that's about it. It's just a trailer that you have seen. The real skills will come to fore when it needs to come. Today, by numbers, we were assessed as the fourth largest air force in the world, but I think we are at best with the best. The kind of display of professionalism that I've seen while I was in service, we didn't have this level of capability. What we have achieved in 3 days probably would have taken us a week or 15 days or a month on a good day. But then this time it was total decimation. This is something never ever seen in the history of campaigns, because mind you, it's a nuclear power that we are dealing with. Not that, we're dealing with some Gaza or some Afghanistan or Iraq or Syria. This is a serious war. Even the Russian-Ukraine, the Ukraine component was not a match for Russia. Here, they always equated Pakistan to India, and see what we have done to them. So China better watch out, and the message would have gone straight. Their J-10s and J-17s came a cropper, and that's what probably let the Pakistanis down. The Turkish drones couldn't come and smell the Indian air. They were shot in the air. Their Fath missiles, which was fired into India, it couldn't cross the border. So what more do you want to see of capabilities?
Yes, if Wing Commander, if you could go into a bit more detail about the precision of this operation, how successful and how professional the Operation Sindoor has been undertaken by India, and in comparison to Pakistan's operation in the other direction.
I think Pakistan self-operated on itself. I don't think they had anything to boast of other than rhetorics, false news, and then contradictions. I didn't see them doing anything at all. So probably Pakistani Air Force was joining Indian Air Force to hit their own terrorists. Now it looks like a kind of a scam for me that the Indian Air Force, they came to the Indian Air Force and said that, let's take the terrorists out. But that looks to be the scheme. Maybe it might appear to be a joke, but then that's how it has panned out. See the impunity with which you have gone inside. You've gone at will, and you've done what you wanted, and actually, you've been not greedy also, because otherwise, on a typical operation day, there'd have been waves after waves with this kind of air dominance that the Indian Air Force had. But then, surprisingly, I was wondering why they didn't execute it to that level. In fact, I had jokingly sent a tweet to the PMO as well as the National Security Advisor that the house which Hafiz Saeed lives and where Dawood Ibrahim lives, even if those people have been taken out to some safe havens, their house should be brought down because, they have caused so much of pain for us. It would have been so very symbolic. I'm still awaiting the next round of campaign. I think Modi would tell them to do that. That is a request from my side on behalf of my countrymen. If I can talk like this and it is on basis of a certain performance, I think you would have understood what Indian Air Force has done to the Pakistanis.
Yes, Wing Commander S.